Alan Stratton from Woodturning. A couple of months ago we had this storm of the century here in the Northwest, and a lot of damage was done. In fact, a gum tree fell right in front of my house, missing the house by 3 feet. Now, every cloud needs to have a silver lining. So the silver lining here, well, let's make a natural edge bowl turned green out of that gum tree.
I've mounted a half log on my lathe with the bark towards the headstock. I'm using a spur center in the headstock and a cone center on the tailstock, although I'd prefer a live center with less of a point. I'll have to retrieve mine from Arizona. This arrangement is deliberate. I used to use a screw center for these turnings, but after a class with Kirk to here, I'm using this setup. But still, the first order of business is to round out the plank. I probably should have trimmed it more on a bandsaw. I really don't have a good excuse. Here's where the mounting setup that I learned from Kirk pays off. With the lathe off, I'll find the lowest point on the bark on the natural edge and draw a line around the bowl. Then I'll loosen the tailstock and move the point, trying for 1/2 the distance between the high and low bark edges. This is to even out the bottom edge. Then tool the bowl round again. Next, I'll do the same with the top bark edge. Mark the line and move the tailstock, aiming for 1/2 the distance between the two lines. Actually, my top edge was pretty good already. Then repeat until edges are close enough for a well-balanced bowl. Then I'll finish the outer profile, including a mounting tenon. Now to sand and wax the exterior. Then hollow out the interior. This is where I can really make shavings with my bowl gouge. Then I'll finish off the interior bottom with a heavy bowl scraper and the inside edge with the bowl scraper in shear scraping position. Finally, sand and wax the interior. Just a little bit more now. I've padded an old jam chuck with a sanding pad, and I'm using the old tailstock center point to position the tailstock again. With this all ready, I'll carefully cut off the mounting tenon, still leaving a little stub, and finish the bowl bottom. I've given this bowl to a friend who helped process the tree when it fell. I gave them instructions to keep it in a paper sack until it feels lighter and does not feel cold. The wax I applied will retard moisture loss and hopefully prevent it from cracking. After that, they can take it out of the sack, but keep it out of direct sunlight. Then in 2 to 3 months it will be dry and finished with any warping. They are then to return it to me for a little more maintenance. I'll remount it using the stub to center the bottom and tool the bottom to remove the stub and to enable the bowl to sit flat without rocking. I'll also resand and touch up anything that needs more attention. And sand and wax the bottom. Voila, a natural edge, green turned bowl that has nearly its final shape and without waiting a year for it to dry. It's kind of a compromise between instant gratification and getting the bowl well shaped. I like this process and will use it more for all natural edge bowls in the future. Be sure to like this video and subscribe to my website and YouTube channel. Wearing a face shield keeps the turning fun. Until next time, this is Alan Stratton from As Wood Turns.